Hello? Hello, hello? Do you still hear me, chat? Alright. Well, I have just inhaled my food. Because I wanted to go, I wanted to come back. I didn't want to spend the next half an hour slowly eating my nugs and fries. Sorry, I just have to take a second here. All right. Okay. Let's move on to the next mission. Ooh. 2 missions. Meidum or Sarabat Kadum. Well, there's only one way we can deal with this, right? Alright, so last time I did heads for the combat mission, tails for the non-combat mission. This time we're going to do heads for the combat mission and tails for the non-combat mission. Alright. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Apparently we're just not going to do combat missions. That doesn't mean that these missions won't have combat in them. It just means that it'll have less than its the military counterpart. 2 pyramids. Okay, let's go.
Pharaoh Huni wishes to spend everlasting eternity in a stepped pyramid like that of Joseph before him. He wishes to be surrounded by the tombs of his nobles, and has chosen Meidum in Lower Egypt as the site for this royal necropolis. As a symbol of thanks for the many generations of faithful service provided by your house, Huni has also consented to allow you to be interred at Meidum in your own tomb.
Yeah, we got our own tomb.
He has also conferred great honor upon your family.
So this is the first time we get to build our own pyramid, even if it's just a little tiny one.
Through the ages. Pharaoh Huni also urges the construction of royal libraries. Once filled with scrolls of papyrus, these will provide higher education to the upper classes. Pharaoh has sent another of his faithful courtiers on an expedition to Serabit Kadim, in the harsh land of Sinai, to acquire turquoise gemstones. If this expedition is a success, you may look forward to importing gemstones from there. Jewelers can use these to fashion jewelry, a valuable luxury good for the people of your city. The once thriving city of Vedette has begun to decline and no longer exports many of the commodities they were once known for.
So one thing I do kind of like about Pharaoh is that it does have like a continuity to it with like what cities trade and what happens to them. Like I'm sure there's some historical context for it as well, but like I like that it's not just a static these things always do the same things regardless, or it's just random. There is some thought put into it. All right, so we have a nice little wet region with lots of water sources. Okay, so let's take a look at the world map. We're going to try to do this a little bit more intelligently this time. So let's find a trade resource that we can produce that we can trade for a fair amount of money. So we can cut wood. We could do wood. Wood and papyrus. Wood and papyrus. Let's see. Wood is usually pretty expensive. Yeah. And it doesn't need to be crafted. Okay. Alright. And then papyrus is less expensive. The problem is we have to get over here to get the reeds for the papyrus. And there's hippos down here. Great. Great. It's wonderful. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start here. This is going to be our little starting area. Is this a water? Where can we sell wood? Okay, we can sell it to Sakara, which is a land trade route. Oh, this is going to be easy then. Okay. Yeah. So one thing to keep in mind, though, we need to build this a pyramid complex. And the thing to keep in mind about the pyramid complex, it has to be pointed towards the water, and we can't rotate it. So it has to be it has to be straight. Basically, it has to be here. What I'm saying here is that it either has to go up here where all our food is, or it has to go down here. And we're not going to put it up here into our farmland, so we're going to have to put it down here. Just something to keep in mind. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and let's just start building houses, yeah. Okay. 3 temples. Good to know. All right. Let's build a water lift. We'll get our food situation started. And we'll put a firehouse up here. And down here. And an architect's up here. And an architect down here. Nice. And then farms. Six grain farms. And the irrigation ditch. Just like that. I guess that works. And then we could put the granary here. We'll probably need more firehouses and architect's post because I'm paranoid. And a water supply. Because I forgot about that one. Put it up here. And the bazaar will go here. Yeah. Just like that. Excellent. So we can build military buildings, which does make me wonder if we are going to need to have at least a modest military on this map. Something to keep in mind. There we go. And then we're also going to build... We're just immediately going to jump in on the... wood. Again, we got to keep in mind, we got to keep this mostly clear for the pyramid. Unfortunately. But we're just gonna go ham on woodcutters. They're cheap. It's a raw resource. I don't have to process it. So I just have to deal. Just have to deal with it. All right, we can set that immediately to export. Went over 400. And they're gonna go and they're gonna cut down the wood and get eaten by hippopotamuses. But also cut down wood. It's fine. It's fine. Most of them survived. Okay, what is our chief deity? Is it Ptah again? No, it's Bast. Alright. I guess I could have just checked to see what the temple complex was. Ptah, Osiris, Bast, and then we'll also put a temple to Bast, like, down here, I guess. That works. That should be functional. That'll get us some people. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. This is absolutely fine. This is working as intended. We may want to try to trap these hippopotamuses. The same way we did the hyenas. I don't know if the game will let us, but we can try. It's gonna be really even harder with all the trees around. Ah, maybe that worked. No, it didn't. Alright. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to settle with the fact that some of these people may die. Most of them will survive. It's okay. It's the circle of life. Or something. expand out our farms a little bit. And then we're just going to, like, bring the road back down. And we're going to put another line of farms here eventually. And probably some, like, slum houses up here or something. But for now, this is fine. We do need some extra workers. I kind of lined this up a bit awkwardly. Here, let's fix this now while it's still bothering me. Yeah, we're gonna put that there. Because we're gonna bring this road this way. Yeah, yeah. And then the same thing over here. And we can just kind of wrap these around. Make a tight little ball of buildings here. We're gonna get a square. I think we're just gonna do a square on this one. I haven't done a square yet, so it should be fine. As long as they don't do a square every game. Every mission. Oh, I forgot about the physician. That's my bad. There we go. Alright, I wonder, is the game claims that we're producing about enough food for 2,000 people. I have my doubts. I have my doubts. But I think we are going to just, like, immediately start on this big pyramid. Like, I know it sounds wild, considering, you know, the mission just started. But it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while to do this mission. And this pyramid is going to take a long time to build. Yeah, Tally's right. The sooner you start, the better. And I think exporting wood is going to do a lot to help my economy in the early game. Assuming I can actually... Woodcutters, please. There. I got it. Alright, we're not going to go whole hog on building this pyramid yet. I mean, we have a little tiny one, too. The little tiny one is going to be super simple to build. It's just a small pyramid. It's just going to take a couple in-game years. Probably. But we can build another physician there. Tell people to stop walking where you're trying to place it. Yeah. That's a little bit harder because of the trees that they need are down here. And the only way to get around that would be to, like, boat over here. And that's just not something that I want to deal with right now, honestly. Plus we have a little bit of a plague running through, but that's okay. What kind of initial start would it be if we didn't have a plague run through? This is actually going to really help. So it's weird. Building the pyramid is going to really help my woodcutters not die to hippopotamuses. Because they're no longer just going to walk straight down into it. They're going to go around. That's really funny. Yeah, so I may put the little pyramid, like, up here somewhere. I'm trying to find out where it would be most, like, visually appealing. Even though that doesn't really matter. It's important. It's important to make the city look pretty, right? I need a water source down here. In the middle of the sand? Yeah, I mean, that's the obvious place to put it, is out here in the middle of nowhere. But I want it kind of close to the city so that, like, when I take screenshots, I can see it. So it's probably gonna go somewhere in this area. That would be my guess. Also, I don't think this one bazaar is going to be enough. Alright, I think it's about time to unveil my ultimate... my ultimate city shape. Which is the square layout with the T intersection here. So when everybody comes out, they go around the square. They go around the square. And they get everything. That's the secret to my success in this game. I just build squares with T intersections at the middle of everything. I'm not going to do that all the time, and obviously it's already really jank in this game because I didn't, like, start out with it, but it's fine. We are going to have to figure out another resource to produce because we're going to hit the cap on how much people are willing to buy of wood very quickly. So you buy pottery. I mean, we do need to do a pottery industry eventually. We could also just open up another trade route. Oh, okay. maybe wood is the way to go. It is not liquid gold, but pretty darn close to it. I'm a bit worried about putting this all the way out here, but I guess it's fine for the moment. Alright, the plague is subsiding. So that means we should start getting people in again. And our population should skyrocket. I think it was up at 500, right? Well, again, I can only see the latest notification, which is kind of obnoxious. Or the oldest notification, not the latest notification. So we may need to build a military on this map. I don't remember. And it may not be to defend the city. It may be to defend other cities. But it may be something that we're going to have to look into doing. Sooner rather than later. Yeah, so this little, like, T intersection also gives me a place to put booths. Which, obviously is very good for cheap entertainment reasons. gonna have a bunch of people coming in. I hope we're going to have more people than just that coming in. We have plenty of housing. Yeah, we have housing for 450 more people. Come on, game. Bring them in. So, can we produce... We can produce stone. Okay, well that's good. That means we can do what we did last time and just build a metric ton of stone production to get this pyramid built even faster. It's it's just absolutely crazy to me that housing has a detrimental effect on housing. Also, I think these houses are struggling to get food. It's a little bit unfortunate. But hopefully we can build up a backlog of food, and we'll go from there.
What a bountiful journey.
I kind of want to produce more wood, though, considering we have 2 trading partners who use wood. But we need to get more people. We need to get more workers in before we worry about that. I mean, we could build more housing. Am I going to just, like, cut this square off weirdly? Yeah, I think I am. It's more of a rectangle than a square. But it's okay. We can deal. There we go. I think the only reason I can really splurge like this is because I'm subsidizing my economy with wood. Which all these extra people are going to allow me to subsidize my economy with even more wood. Or, you know, we're going to have a city demand wood. That's another possibility, yeah. Well, we can resolve that pretty quickly. It shouldn't take us very long to get that request in. Okay. So now we're at 13% unemployment all of a sudden. It's funny, you blink and you blink and you miss it. We're gonna have to get a few more woodcutters. And we're also going to... Yeah, I think we're going to get a recruiter and we're going to build some military, just in case. just to be safe. We want to make sure the Empire is safe. We don't want to lose our wood friends. I don't actually know if we'll lose our wood friends, but we might. And that there's some missions where if you don't send help to a city that needs it, it will be, like, lost. So it's good. It's good to keep our options open. We may never use those. Who knows? But we can build military, so that makes me think we're going to need military. At least a little bit. And that also includes maybe a couple military ships. And we're also going to put a firehouse and an architect's post right there. And on top of all of that, we're going to build even more farms. Yeah. Behold the power of a strong economy. This is the first time I felt this feeling for this entire playthrough. I say as I start running out of money, but it's fine. We'll just hold back for a few months, and we'll have even more wood to sell. It'll be great. And we've done very little for our unemployment. More work camps. Or a village palace. Let's see. Eventually, I want to double up this housing. I want to have like a housing here. I want to have housing here. I want to have like a double, you know, a double square housing here. So I guess putting this here would be fine. The Village Palace is a good building for resolving unemployment. I say it hires about the same amount of people as a work camp, which is significantly cheaper. But, you know, things and stuff. It made sense at the time. Alright, so that should solve a bunch of our unemployment. That'll also put a bunch more people working in the big pyramid. And we can also start looking at maybe getting some industry set up. Because that'll also be very important. A little bit surprised we don't have any workers. Oh, do we need a stonemason guild already? Oh, they have to build the thing. Oh, I forgot about that. We're just gonna plop one, I don't know, there. We only need it for one thing. They need to build this thing right here, I guess. $59 additional workers, huh? I don't think we'll need that in the long run. I think once we get some food in, once these houses upgrade, we're gonna get plenty of people coming in. I was going to delete some of the work camps, but I don't think I have to do that. Oh, hey, that must be the, what the hippo spawner building looks like. Okay. Not that it really matters because they don't spawn constantly out of there. They just always exist because they cannot die. Oh, that's a woodcutter. Where are my stonemasons? It's got to be coming, right?
My list of job openings is huge, and I can't find any workers to fill the posts.
Oh, I don't have any workers yet. Okay. Fair enough. I am pretty short on people. But like I said, once these houses get upgraded, I think the people are going to pour in and it'll be fine. Okay, so, like, long term, we are going to have to go over here to get these reeds at some point. It'll also be nice to have another source of wood that isn't infested by hippos, but these hippos have been kind of chill since I started building this pyramid, so... You know, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe the world isn't ending yet. Not yet. Give it some time. Okay, once we get a little bit of money saved up, we're going to start working on pottery. In fact, we may just start working on pottery now. I think we have enough money. I could be wrong. Clay pit? I'll build 2 clay pits. 3 potters. 4 potters. 3 potter? 4 potters? 4 potters for 3 clay pits. I think that was the number. I think that's what the game told me. I don't remember. And we'll accept some pottery here. That should give us a lot of extra pottery. I'm okay with that. Extra pottery means more exports. More exports mean more money. More money means more happiness. For me. Yeah, so like in the grand scheme of things, I'm going to put the village palace here, my personal family mansion here. I'm going to bring a road around like this. And I'm going to build another layer of housing here. And I'm going to put all the like bells and whistles off the sides there. I think that's what my game plan is. We'll see how well that works. So, like, it says here, produce composite bows from wood to benefit your men. I'm guessing that composite bows requires a bow maker. Okay, so that's not something I can do right now. Fair enough. I was wondering if that was just going to be a button that I could push to make my archers better if I had wood.
stonework will endure through the ages.
You okay there, buddy? You know what? Let's not worry about it. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure that won't break. Alright, so bazaars are out of food. Oh. Did I lose connection for a second? I noticed that my stream timer just started over again. So I'm wondering if I briefly lost connection to Twitch. Hello, chat. I'm back. Can you still hear me? Is anybody alive out there? I don't know if it was my internet or my Twitch, but yeah, we're back. I think we're back anyhow. We'll see. All right, so we got this little dongle finished. That's good. Now we can start working on the proper pyramid. Once we get some money and some more unemployment, that sounds weird to put it like that. Once we get more people and some more money, we're going to start working on our backlog of stone. Because we want a lot of stone. We want to be able to finish this quickly. If quickly. I say like we're ever going to actually finish this massive temple quickly. But we have lots of workers. They're doing a good job. So it's just a matter of getting everything in place. All right, we have a little bit of unemployment. That's good. That's fine. We are going to need another physician at some point. Probably do it sooner rather than later. We're also probably going to need some apothecaries because this is a wet area, which means there's going to be a risk of malaria. Or not. You know, whatever, we do it anyway. It's fine. I never remember what areas have malaria and what areas don't and how it's determined. I'm sure there's a way. But I don't know what it is. Okay, so we need a conservatory. We already have the bandstand. We're gonna want to build a pavilion at some point. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that just yet. But we'll figure it out. Eventually. Maybe. This area over here is still having trouble with food. I'm hoping that it's just with the injection, the massive injection of food that we have, that'll be less of a problem. Because now, every bazaar should have enough food for everybody. Ideally. Alright, I think we're going to start with our slummy plainstone quarries. Now we're just gonna do something like this to start with. Yeah. gonna put a roadblock there. We don't want them getting away. And we're gonna put a house there. And a firehouse. And an architect post. And, like, 3 storage yards. And these are all going to have plain stone. And as we get more people, as we get more pops, this is going to expand, probably to encompass all of that. Because we're going to need a lot of stone. We're going to need a lot of stone. I don't know if this tells me how much stone I need yet. It doesn't, but it's going to be a lot. On a scale of a couple stones to, like, a lot of stones, it's going to be a lot of stones. So we want to be ready for that. Why? 4 months, 600 reeds. Okay. How are we doing this in 4 months? It's gonna take me 4 months just to get the ferry. Okay. All right. Okay. I said I was going to try to fulfill every single request. So I'm going to try to fulfill every single request. No matter how obnoxious they are at the time. So what do I do? Like, do I go into debt? Do I go into debt and get the purse from the Pharaoh, which is also something that I don't want to do? Or do I try to fulfill the requests because I want to try to fulfill the requests? Like, either way, I'm doomed. Maybe we're going to unpause the game and hope that maybe we sell a bunch. What do you mean, warning? What did you remove, game? Why doesn't this button work? No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, we got a little bit of money. Good. Reed gatherers. All right, we just need employees to get there. Very quickly would be appreciated. We don't actually even need this one to be manned. We just need the people over here. It's gonna take 4 months just to get that populated. Okay, so here's the thing. Usually with these requests, they give you enough time afterwards. They'll give you like 2 years to complete the request. I'd rather not do them in 2 years. I'd rather do them when they need to be done. But there's not going to be any choice in this matter. We're already 3 months in, and we have 0 reeds gathered. So I guess the trick was to go over there at the start. Or just not worry about it. Because all of these challenges that I'm putting in front of myself are self-imposed. I could just not worry about it. Alright, go. Go quickly, reed gatherers. You must go. Go. Go get them. Okay. Yeah, there's no way. They're not gonna be able to get it in time. Oh well, I'll have it for the next request at the very least. Okay, they're giving me another 4 months. I will definitely have it done in those 4 months. So that's something. Anyhow. I mean, at least we have the starts of this wonderful industry going. So we don't have to set up this mess later. But a little obnoxious. A little bit obnoxious. I'm also going to have to put things here so that this ferry doesn't burn down. Yeah, I know we needed employees. How many employees do we need? 6. I think we're okay. I could be wrong, but I think we're okay. Okay. Well, at least I got some benefit out of it. The kingdom standing has climbed. I may have gotten the better reward if I actually managed to pull off what they wanted. And I still haven't gotten into debt yet. So that's good. That's a win. Okay, we got plenty of food. We have pottery going. We could have more pottery going. But I think it's just an employee issue. That's not surprising at all. Okay. We already almost have 2,000 people, and we only have this one little section of land. That's really nice. That's really good. Again, it's the power of the wood. The wood coming in. It's a valuable commodity. So we could export reeds. I mean, we might as well, right? We might as well export the reeds. We're not using them for anything else right now. It'll bring in a little bit of money. Just a little bit. And, yeah, we're gonna build more woodcutters. Just a natural wood-based economy here. And I think we're also going to put a firehouse and architect's post out here. It's a little bit silly, but should be fine. All right, 32 unemployed workers. That's fine. So we need to import barley. Barley and beer. We'll accept beer. Barley? Oh no. No. Oh no, we have to import beer directly? Ugh, gross. Alright, maybe we hold off on that for the time being. So, we can open a route to export grain. Is it a land route? It is. Okay. So here's what we do. We're going to accept all grain. We're going to export when we are over 0 grain in the storage yard. Because I don't believe traders will pull grain out of the granaries. No, I can't farm barley. I have to import the beer directly. The game likes to do this from time to time. It likes to be like, you know what? We don't think you're making enough money. We're gonna take more of it. And then your, like, building tiers are, like, slaved to how good your trade is. And how good your income is. I mean, it is the way it's the way that they create challenge in this game. If you could build everything all the time and have access to everything, then every mission would feel the same. It would just be different layouts of the same. Look, here's the trade-off. The trade-off is you don't have to build temples to every single god. Because that's what you had to do in Caesar 3, and it was awful. Also, I'm not quite sure why this isn't getting people in it. Also, I don't quite know why there's a dude with a bunch of clay. Oh, never mind. I know why now. It's because he was here. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not losing it. You're losing it. Yeah, like, being able to, like, not having access to everything on every mission is, like, part of the draw. It's part of the replayability of these missions. I don't know if I would like the game if you could build everything all the time. There we go. It looks like I need a 4th storage yard. That might be something we invest in. In fact, it probably is going to be something we invest in. But we need to sell some wood, and we need to sell some grain, and we need to sell some reeds.
We're waiting for some cargo to be delivered to our
You
ship.
buy wood. That's good.
It's the trader's
You
life.
buy reeds and wood. Good. And we should have another guy that comes through to buy grain. That's you? That's you. Okay. Hey, Gandalf, how's it going? It's been a while. I'm playing an RTS. I'm playing a city builder. It's not an RTS. Similar genre. Different focus, I guess we'll say. It's closer to, like, archaic city skylines than it is Warcraft 2. Okay. So we're making a little bit of money. I'd like to make more money. But right now, I don't know. I'm not really strapped for cash. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I've been busy with work. I haven't really been streaming as much lately as I would like to. But I'm going to try to stream a little bit more often now that it's starting to warm up. It's starting to get nice out, which means it's high time for me to hide in my room and not doing anything. Everybody else is going out, and I'm staying in. Alright. Okay. We can start importing beer now. Where is it? I'm only going to import like 400 units of beer. It's going to have a high initial cost because I'm going to be importing it. As I'm importing it, my markets are going to just gobble it up, which is fine. But then once we reach sort of an equilibrium, I shouldn't be spending quite as much. Who wants the beer? Everybody wants the beer. Look at all these people. They can't evolve without beer. The game says it. The game says it right there. Well, this says something different, but... Wait. Uh-oh. Yeah, right here. Cannot evolve. It needs beer. Anyway, we should probably fix this whole... These people need more entertainment problem, huh? How do I want to do this? What if we took out these? Bear with me. Bear with me. I have a plan. Move that back a little bit. Rebuild these. And then we can put a bandstand right there. There we go. That should solve all of these problems. There we go. Look what happens when you get beer. You make your houses all fancy and white. You put a fresh coat of paint on your earthen building to make it look nicer. All right. So we're going to pull this water supply back. Oh, like that. And in here, we're going to put a tax collector. Yeah, woo, tax collector, woo, yeah. We're also gonna put one over here. Everybody loves the tax collector. And we're gonna put it right next to the courthouse. As God intended. Tax collector, courthouse. That way when you don't pay your taxes, we can just drag you right to the courthouse. It's right next door. There we go. Ah, a Libyan army is approaching and will reach my city in 12 months. Well, it's a good thing I kind of prepared for that. Kind of. Oh, well, I'm out of money. It's fine. I tried. I might just give up on my goal of never relying on the Pharaoh's money. Because I've been doing a horrible job at it. I'm too bad at the game. I know, that makes me a bad person, but it's okay. It's alright. We're allowed to be bad guys from time to time. Alright, so... There's no workers out here? Really? There's no workers out here. Okay. Alright, we'll put a slum house out there then. Okay, what does our unemployment look? We have the opposite of unemployment. We have a worker shortage. Okay, well, I don't think that'll last very long. We have a bunch of houses that are upgrading. Of course, I say that, but they're not really upgrading to a level that they have a lot of extra room. Yeah, let's cut back a couple of our work camps. Just a couple. We don't want to work those guys too hard. I think it's because these require a lot of people. Yeah. We're also probably going to have to put another courthouse over here, just to make sure this side gets consistent coverage. Yeah, we can do that right now. We'll plop it right there. Alright, so as I said, I want to bring this around like this. Like that. Actually, no. Like that. Yes. No, I was right the first time. Ugh. This is why I'm bad at video games. I have no depth perception. I have no sense of anything. It's fine. Alright. There we go. Alright, and this is going to be for this side. And we're also going to put a water supply here. And we're also going to put a bazaar here. We're going to put a market there. Excellent. And then this is also going to be a line of houses. Actually, we may cut this back slightly, because we're gonna probably put like a booth in here, or a pavilion, not a booth. Yeah, like that. Okay. Not yet, but at some point we are. There we go. So we have the nice city district, and then we have the gross slum district. But eventually it'll be nice. Eventually. 2 months for 1,100 pottery. Okay, well, we can. That's not what I want. They use a bunch of the same icons for things. There we go. Yeah, we could be invaded. It's less exciting. Taylor, you're gonna be disappointed. A little bit, at least. It's less exciting than it was in the original game, but it's all right. Yeah, sometimes you have to send troops to assist other cities as well. So, for clarification, Gandalf, this is a remake of a super old game. And I think they did an okay job at it. There's some flaws. And I think what we're going to find, and I'm sure Taylor will express, is that one of those flaws is the new combat system. It's okay for what it is, because you don't really play this game for the combat system, Taylor on Death. But I can definitely understand why people will be a little bit irked that it is the way that it is. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. Taily has a strange sinking sensation. It'll be fine. Okay, so we have 5,200 blocks of plain stone. 400 blocks for one layer. I have not that. I have not that. I always forget how massive these pyramids are. Alright, well, since we finished the foundation for that one, we can start building this one. This little tiny babu one. I'm gonna just kind of put it up here, I guess. I guess that's fine. Yeah, that's good enough, I think. Oh, one more month. How exciting. Okay. Well, that should give us plenty of... Yeah, we have plenty of unemployment now. So much unemployment. So many unemployed pops. That means we get to build more stone quarries. Yeah! Alright, here we go, Tally. Let's go to the battle. Get that out of here. So, the better you do at fighting the enemies, the less damage your city takes. And you can also protect your city with with walls to reduce the amount of damage that they do. It's very... Yeah, it's very simple compared to what the original version of it was. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, the original game, the way that it did battles had its own flaws as well. Not knowing where the enemy was coming from, not knowing, you know, how many there were, or what you had to deal with. Sometimes they spawned on the other side of the river, and they would just, like, bleed you dry because you couldn't get over there to destroy them. I have a bit of a mixed feeling about it. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay the way they do it. But I think that's kind of the flaw with this game in general, is that it being okay is kind of the calling card. The changes they make are okay. The way they dealt with a lot of these things are fine. It's just not, like, phenomenal. I'm not going to replace that, because I don't even know if we'll need boats in this battle. But yeah, like, they did a fair amount of damage to the city, and you probably could have avoided that in the original game. But I also just didn't have a lot of troops. I only had some archers, and they kind of got beat up a bit. So, it is what it is, I suppose. Yeah, see, that's what drove me absolutely up the wall in the original game, because it wasn't just a few months, it was a few years. Like, they could sit over there for years and years and years, and I kind of hate that I lost an entire storage yard. And eventually, like, people stop coming to your city because you're being invaded, and eventually you could just get bled dry. Yeah, it's very simple, and it's important to keep in mind that this is kind of like an early game, I guess I could call it. Like, this isn't like a late game, I'm in the middle of a war kind of thing. And you can also build towers, which will help in the battle. Like, you'll see, like... Yeah, exactly. They're trying to keep the focus on city building. And I can respect that. But I am going to need more troops, because my city did take a lot of damage from that battle. But yeah, the better you do in that battle, the less damage your city takes. And if you do very well, your city will take no damage. And there's also something with walls. You can, like, create walled off parts of your city that just won't take damage unless you really get your butt kicked. But, yeah. I respect it. I respect that they did something and didn't just take the combat out. Because that would have been very easy for them to do as well. Okay. So with that discussion on on the status of battles in Pharaoh, a discussion that I'm probably going to have multiple times during this playthrough. What was this? A physician. Do the troops have morale? You know, that's actually a very good question. I don't see anywhere that morale is stated. Because I know that was another thing in the original Pharaoh and Caesar as well, was that troops had morale, and if they ran out of morale, they just wouldn't do anything. But I do not see a morale button, we'll say. Ooh, it's getting a little chilly in here. I'll turn my heat on. I turned my air conditioning on earlier because it was super humid in here. Now I'm gonna turn my heat on because it's a little chilly now. Because of that, you don't like the combat? That's fair. I understand. The combat is definitely not going to be for everybody, but I don't mind it. There was a lot of problems with the old combat system. I still probably would have rather them have rebuilt the old combat system and made it work better than whatever they decided to do here. But it's okay. Oh, jeez, so many unemployed people. Okay, all right. We need to fix that. We need to fix our unemployment issue. So one way we can do that is by building more plainstone quarries. We're going to need so much plainstone that I'd be an idiot if I stopped building plainstone quarries. Look, I've said it once, I'll say it many more times in this playthrough. The children yearn for the mines. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just fulfilling their wish. It's Frostpunk all over again. Yeah, yeah. And we're gonna build a couple more storage yards. For that plain stone. Well, I mean, this is Pharaoh, so it'd be the gem mines or the gold mines, but yeah, yeah. Somebody's going in the mines, and it's not me. Alright. So here's what we need to do. We need to set up a papyrus industry. I think that's going to be my next step. So let's go ahead and we'll set up a storage yard over here. And we're going to have it only accept papyrus. I'm just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna leave that over there. I'm sure they will figure out how to make this work. And we're going to put a papyrus maker here. Nice. And then for my next trick, it's gotta be, yeah, it's gotta be stonemasons, because I need to get this pyramid done faster. Okay, so where do I want to put the stonemasons? I guess right here is fine. I mean, people will hate it. They'll hate living beside the stonemasons, but I don't really care. I can just make them happy with statues and gardens. It'll be fine. How many... Okay, so this only requires 480 blocks. 5,200. I chose to stream this. It's like, I don't think I've ever regretted my actions until I realized I was going to have to stream 5,200 blocks being laid on a pyramid in this game. It's fine. It's fine. We just need to mine out more stone. That's all we gotta do. We just gotta mine more stone. Okay, the papyrus. This is probably in the slums. Yeah. Alright, so the papyrus is, or the reeds are making it over there. That's good. Get all the camps and stone? Yeah. The thing is that, and this is a good thing, by the way, I'm not trying to disparage the game. You can't just fast forward through this, necessarily. I mean, you probably can. I don't fast forward enough a lot of times. But, like, if you just, like, fast forward the game and walk away from it, your city will probably fall apart eventually. Also, this pyramid is going to be done way faster than this one. But it's okay. It's alright. Okay, so we have papyrus going. That means we can build schools. Everybody loves schools. Yeah. Put a school there, and we'll put a school right here. Man, this music is going hard. Settle down, game. A little bit of debt is fine. You think when they released Cleopatra, if you had all the stone, you could... If you had all the stone, you could auto-build a monument. So, they had a function in the original game that was called... Pyramid Fast Build, I think, or something along those lines. It wasn't a situation where if you had all the stone, it auto-built the monument. It was a reward for appeasing the gods. The gods, every single god was given a build monument blessing that they would just let them zap the monument for a few minutes and build a certain amount of it. It made this part of the game a lot easier when you had bigger monuments to build. It was a little bit gamey because I do not think you needed the resources to build them. They're gods. They just wizarded the materials out of nowhere. But I also really like that feature, and they didn't bring it back to the remake because it made building these big pyramids less of a slog. They're gods. They can literally like zap a bunch of raw materials into your storage yard, or slay all of your enemies, or make your people sad. Speaking of slaying enemies, I think I'm gonna save money and build 2 more archer forts. I could import weapons and make infantry. I don't think I have the money. I barely have the money now. But I am going to start exporting papyrus. And I can even start exporting pottery. Which I don't know why I haven't been exporting pottery already. There we go. Alright, we have some nice houses now. We need more entertainment, but we can make that work. The funny thing is, so, like, the objectives are super easy on this map. 3,000 people, 25 culture, 25 prosperity. We're already there. We're already there. Okay, we need a little bit more culture, but that's not going to be that difficult to get. It's just the pyramids we need to finish. It's just the pyramids we need to finish. Oh, it brings a sad, sad tear to my eye. That is not... Actually, no, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Plop a dance school over here. Well, yeah, they have the same narrator voice. They probably just, like, lifted the audio files from the original game. They did the same thing with the music, apparently. I said that the music sounded a little bit different, and I think it was, Tana, who said that it's the same music, it was just, like, a higher quality sound. Which is... I could get that. I could agree with that. It sounded like the music was remade, but I admit that it could just be higher quality. Okay. Local access to a dentist, huh? So I'm not going to upgrade these buildings to super high level. I don't really need to. Just gonna plop in a couple amenities. Probably expand out this way. I'm probably just going to keep... Yeah, I mean, I'm probably just going to keep keep expanding the city because I need a lot of stone, and in order to mine that stone, I need a lot of people. So we're just gonna kind of keep this production bubble going, yeah? This is a little awkward. You know what? People don't have to come in this way. Let's not accidentally delete the pyramid. They can come in... They can come in this way. Yeah. Perfect. All right. We can continue the housing this way. There we go. Excellent. I think the pyramid has to be attached to a road for... Okay, you're just gonna immediately prove me wrong, game. I was under the impression that they needed to be attached to the road for the stone workers, but I could be wrong. Like, I know they don't have to be attached to the roads for, like, the regular workers, for, like, these guys.
To the monument to shape the stones.
Cool. I listened to 100 citizens. How nice. I listened to 100 people complain. Malaria up there. That's fine. What's a little malaria outbreak from time to time? But yeah, because they follow the roads. Like, they're following the roads. I don't know. I mean, this is still a faster route. So, it's fine. But maybe they don't have to. You may be right. Do have to build this temple. I mean, I don't have to build a temple complex, but I'm gonna build this temple complex. Yeah, that's fine. And we can go like this. Ah, it's all coming together now, chat. And then we're also going to build... Who is this to? Bast. Okay. We're going to build a temple to Ptah. And a temple to Osiris. Yeah. There we go. So what does the altar and oracle for Bast do? Alright, the altar of... the goddess of healing. Through the priestess of Bast, she lays her healing hands on the city's populace, removing plagued walkers from the streets and cleansing any infected houses the priestesses may pass, and improve the city's overall health. The Oracle of Hathor improves citizens' mood, better city sentiment. That's actually really good. City sentiment is a wild thing in this game. Because if you get it, if you get a high city sentiment, it only leads to good things. If you get a low city sentiment, it's really hard to get back up. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll build those. Excellent, excellent. And we're also going to plug a courthouse in right here. We may reach 5 or even 10,000 citizens in on this map. I'm just saying. I have to do something with my time. And it's not going to be sitting around watching a temple being built for 4 hours. Alright, so we're going to hide this for now. It's a perfect time to change your title to chatting. I mean, I'm still playing the game. Officially, I am still playing the game. Ooh. I just need to take my time from time to time because I don't actually have a lot of money. I also have to be a little bit careful because as much food as I'm producing... I mean, I guess I'm still producing quite a lot of food, so that's okay. For now, that's okay. Man, I forgot how really nice these land farms are. I forgot that it's kind of nice to have just a constant rate. Yeah, the aging aspect. Let's see. Yeah, so as time goes on, like, your citizens will age and younger people will enter the workforce. So what that tends to look like is as you'll have like a massive influx of people that'll be around like the 20s and 30s. As your city ages, you'll have this peak move farther up, and you'll have a new peak come in as like the younger workers will replace like the older workers. So like you'll actually, a lot of times if your city goes on for long enough, you'll have a populated a work shortage with the same amount of people. Unless you keep bringing people in. And eventually things will balance out, but, like, that initial influx of people tends to create a bottleneck. It's really interesting. I've always found the concept of demographics to be interesting. Let's go ahead. We're going to extend this a little bit because I want to put a pavilion over here. Yeah. And we're going to have all the important things over here. We're going to have a water supply. I am oversaturating water supplies, and I'm oversaturating markets, but that's okay. That is a-okay. Where is... There it is. And I'm also going to build... Oh yeah, I was going to put my personal mansion down here. Well, I mean, I can put it here instead. Oh, here, I'll put it in the corner. I'll put it over here. That'll be fine. This is the perfect mission to have a personal mansion on, because you draw a salary, and you can use that salary in later missions if need be. And don't ask me why I did that. I just kind of did. All right. How does unemployment look? 5%? 93 workforce? Sounds to me like we're going to get some more people working in the mines. All right, let's go. Oh, I accidentally the mini-map. Oops. There we go. Some more housing. That's really gross. Let's fix that. There we go. And we should probably put... it'll be fine. So next up is definitely going to be stonemasons. I need a lot of stonemasons, and I need a lot of work camps. Because that's my next bottleneck, right? They can only transport as many stones as they can based on the number of stonemasons they have. Alright, let's plop down a physician here. And we can probably just finish out this block. This is a pretty standard layout for a city for me. Blocks with these little dongles off the edge for like the super important amenities. It's great for like dense population housing that is still like easily upgradable. There's some better layouts. The long road, which involves like taking advantage of like the entrance point and exit point of a building to create a super long road where like just using this as an example, let me bring it up. So like the green is where I'm pointing my finger like you can see it. The green is where like people leave the building, and the red is where people enter the building. So like the way the long road works is you set it up so that somebody runs a road, and then they run it like the whole way like around the city, and then the end point of the road is where the exit is, or where the entrance back into the building is. So like somebody will spawn a walker and they'll have to walk the entire length of the city to get back to the building that they're at. It's a little bit gamey. I don't have the patience to do that stuff. But there are people who do. And I'm sure there's like walkthroughs and tutorials online for how to do it. There we go. Problem solved. So where are we going to build now? I guess we could finally build over here, or we could build up here. We probably do want to get another line of farms, though. Because I want to make sure that we don't run out of food. Food shortage is what's going to end up killing me. If anything. If anything ends up killing me, it's going to be a food shortage. Oops. There we go. Excellent. Okay, and we are going to get archers. We'll get two more force of archers, just in case. I don't want people coming in and smashing my city again. That was very rude. It's very rude of them. How rude. And we may want to import more beer. It's a large city for only 400 units of beer. And he's a second type of food? Oh, we're at that point, huh? Okay. 304 unemployed workforce. All right. Okay. Now here's a great example. So I can just give like 1,000 gold to the city out of my coffers, and I'll get that 1,000 gold. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice to have that extra funds. All right, so I need to build a bunch of stonemasons. $12 workers per? It's not bad. Not bad. It's pretty good. Look at the army of stonemasons go. They're ready, boys. All right. Okay, we can also build this. I don't know why I didn't build this already. There we go. Oh, there's another foreign army. You know, another thing we could do is just add a couple of towers. And I think towers have to be manned, so that could help my, my employment issue a little bit. Wait, do they not? Oh, they don't have to be on walls? Is this a new thing, or... This must be a new thing, because I'm pretty sure they had to be built into walls before. I'm fairly certain that was a thing. I could be wrong. It's been known to happen in the past. But these definitely do have to be manned, right? Yeah. Upgrade this tower? Huh. Alright. There are interesting ideas in this game. I like the idea of upgrading my towers. It's just kind of a pity that they're not, like, more useful on the game map. Okay. So we're just gonna start burning through these layers, I hope. That's the game plan anyway. Look, here's the good news. As awful as it is that we still have literally thousands of stones we have to place, at least we're down to 4,000 and some. All right, I think probably once we get the unemployment problem under control, we could probably start fast-forwarding the game. Here, we're gonna build some more stone quarries. Excuse me. Game? Okay. Alright, game. If you say so. There we go. That should solve some of my unemployment problems. Yeah, I mean, we're going to be burning through the stone, but we're also getting it quite quickly, so it's all right. It's all right. All right, let's do a little fast forward, shall we? I could have played the original. But I didn't. This is the life that I chose. And I went into this knowing. That I was choosing this life. Hey! 311 months. That is actually not as many months as I expected. I believe that 2 missions ago took like 210 months, and I was building 3 mastabas. Of course, I didn't plainstone max like I did here on that mission, which was definitely probably something that I should have done. But you know what we do here. Well, I mean, we're already literally zoomed out, but we can kind of go like that. All right. And we're ready for the next mission. Let me check the time. 9 p.m. Yeah, I think we're going to call it. I think we're going to call it here. All right. Yeah, I agree. I think the original Pharaoh did that. I know Caesar 3 did. Caesar 3 left you continue governing for like 2 or 5 years. And I think Pharaoh let you do something similar. But, yeah, this is going to be the end here, folks. So next up we have South Dashur. And Buen. I'm gonna see how I feel after a week of work because I'm probably going to not stream until next week at this point, because next week is my busy week, so I'm not going to have a lot of extra time. I may just go with the military one for this one. I may not mess around with the city building one, although a medium bent pyramid shouldn't be that bad to build. But that is something that we will deal with next time. So, how far are we into the game? We're here. We're about halfway through the Old Kingdom. Which is admittedly, the Old Kingdom is the most mission dense of the periods. Like, here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think my stream desk died again. Maybe? Hello? Hello? Okay, I think I'm back. I don't want to be back. It probably would have been a fine time to end the stream. But, yeah, so the Old Kingdom is the most mission-dense game. Because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 missions? See, this is 2, this is 2. This may be its own mission. This may be its own mission. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is your most dense period. This is your most dense period. This is only a few missions. This is only a few missions. This is only 3 missions. This is only 4 missions. This is only 3 missions. This is only 5 missions. So as we get through the Old Kingdom, we're more than halfway through the game. But that's okay. I don't know what's going on with Twitch today. It's screwing up. But whatever. Until next time, folks. Happy gaming.